Hey, everybody. Happy World Tour Week. I am so excited. I don't know about you guys, but one, I'm excited to talk to you about it because we're virtual during this event. Some of us were on a watch party. That was a blast. However, I just can't believe all the goodness that was shared. So if you haven't pushed play and had a chance to watch General Session 1, General Session 2, or checked out any of the expos, that's okay. Because we're going to give you the skinny on what you need to go back and look for, some of the stuff that we'll just highlight for you, and then maybe we can share some tips and highlights and ideas from the different speakers so we can either go back and revisit the speakers recommended or jump to a different speaker to learn something different to bring to the table again. So I want to, let's just start and we'll go around the table and everybody can kind of chat about like after everybody watched or what you watched, just share like one or two things that you loved. Who wants to go first? Debbie, tell us what were your highlights?
I absolutely loved Kendra. What was her name? Kendra
Hall, Kindra Hall. You can get her book on Amazon in Kindle or buy the hardcover. She's amazing.
I have it on audio. I got it on audio, but I think I'm going to go ahead and get it on, hard copy in my hand because I like the texture of books. Now, but just her story. I mean, if you think about, it's so relatable to Cincy because everything, I mean, that's what we are. We're a relationship company, and the scents bring back triggers of memories that we have, and that's your story. I loved how she related it. It was so simple, and the fact that she started her whole presentation or her whole talk about the little girl Molly that everybody wanted to be. It had nothing to do with Cincy or anything, but it was a story, and it was really good. That's the one. I loved it.
So for those of you who need to go back and watch Kindra, she is not somebody we can tell you in a nutshell how awesome she was. She's at the 90-minute mark of the General Session 1. So go to General Session 1. Highlights in General Session 1 is definitely listen to Dan Orchard, the president. He's at the very beginning. And then if you want to skip through the product reveals and all that jazz, go straight to the 90-minute mark and watch Kindra Hall. She is all about storytelling. Who else has any notes about Kindra? I took some really good notes. We don't buy the thing, we buy the joy it will bring. It's all in the story. That was in my notes. Anybody else have notes from Kindra?
The one thing that really set in with me was she said, it's not about the price, it's about the value.
Yes, I had that down too.
Yeah, so we're selling something with value, not something with price, which goes into the whole thing that we've been talking about this week on, promoting items and, making a connection with people and, it's not just about stock images and so forth, but yeah, I really like that. She said, we're selling value, not price.
She also said that when people are telling stories, so think about like your Facebook post or Instagram or whatever, whenever you put a caption on a picture, really go into detail with your story, because the biggest problem people have with telling their story is they leave most of the story out. They only tell a little bit of it. And you get so much more attention if you put in all the details.
I was just going to say something similar that she mentioned, you have to have a beginning, middle, and end to the story. So just like Jessica was saying, just don't leave anything out. And I found that anytime I post now, since I've watched that, it gets a much better reaction, making sure that there's a whole story to it and not just a little piece of it.
And I think that leads them to want to know more and to find out more.
I wrote down an example that she said was financial freedom. Some people will say, why would you want to start a business, or what has your business done for you? And you say financial freedom. And she talked about how that means different things to different people. And that when you explain what that means to you, you buy into the story. You know, people will believe in your why and they will feel differently when they know your story. So just definitely push play on her. And if you didn't attend World Tour and you're wondering, who the heck is she? I haven't found any YouTube videos or anything yet, but I did find some quotes from her. So I'm sure if we do a little Google search, we might find some things out. What were some other highlights? We all know that she was our favorite in General Session 1, but what other highlights do you guys want to?
I had Dan, so I really liked a lot that he had to say, especially those of us that were here like in March thinking, oh my gosh, what is this pandemic going to bring? Not thinking it was going to bring the abundance that it has. And he said, few companies have contributed to the lives of others like Scentsy has during this time, which I just got like, that just really struck me. And we share comforting products that have allowed people to feel better about being at home. So
Say that again, Lauren. That was really powerful.
We share comforting products that have allowed people to feel better about being at home, which is important because being at home has not always been everyone's choice or what they want to do, or so that's nice that we've been able to provide something that makes them feel better about being at home when that's not comforting for all people to be stuck at home, you know, every day. So I thought those two from what Dan shared, I really liked, besides the numbers, but I feel that is a way to draw people into Scentsy and what we're doing, really more of our mission.
You guys know I'm the number girl. Like, it
Yeah.
was very powerful. I wrote down, are you ready this? 1,300 new employees. That's not including the 130,000 new consultants that started a new business during this last year. 1,300 new jobs created because we sell wax and warmers and all the good products. Just the ripple effect of jobs, and the world needs us. That, and that we were considered a essential business. So that was that, you know, just really made me, that really stuck home with me. Anybody else? Dan, Orchard? Anything else? Lisa, Jackie, Debbie? No?
I guess it was from Dan. I highlighted the same thing you just said about the 1,300 employees, but the fact that in 2019, there were 409 directors promoted, and then in 2020, there were over 2,000. So, I mean, we're in the right place at the right time. Pretty crazy.
That's life-changing. Life-changing to be able to empower others to make a difference for themselves and their families. And we have that ability and opportunity to give. Okay, what else? Okay, we got too deep with the little Dan, and then we got the story going. What other fun things did we see? Products, some little teasers. How about that new fragrance line? I didn't write down what it was called. I know Lauren did, and Lisa. That's right up their alley.
I don't have it right in front of me, but that garden, what do we want to call it?
The Lives of Garden collection. I have it here.
Yeah.
All I know
gosh.
is very herbal. Like I said, it sounds like a cocktail I want to make.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think Lisa and I did make one of those in Costa Rica on a Scentsy incentive trip, that we would have the guy take the fresh pineapple and the mint. Was that one of them? Anyways, they sounded amazing and unlike scents we've had before, which is pretty exciting for our customers who have been around for a while, just to have something different.
Do you want me to tell you what they were?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay. So it's an apple parsley. Then you have strawberry basil, lavender violet, pineapple mint, and chamomile daisy.
I can't wait.
I know,
so
and the
excited.
lavender, I'm so like anxious to smell that with the floral. I think that's going to be really nice.
I
And
think that'll be nice.
And did everybody get your limited time offer handbook? 70 new LTOs. What? Okay, so those of you guys that have not watched expos, your LTO speaker to listen to, it's Amy Durin, Durin. I think I spelled that right. So when you go into that website page, she's under, oh my gosh, you should see all the tabs that opened up, and I don't even have the tab that I need. I think it's the piggy bank. It's it's the one about your revenue. Go into the revenue section of your breakouts, find Amy Duran. She does an incredible LTO business and earns the monthly sales award and some on LTOs. So Amy Duran is the one to listen to, and get out your pen and paper, because I want to know what the heck she's doing. I didn't listen to her yet, but she's on my list for LTO tips. So while we're talking about expos, the other expo I want to recommend is our star director in our group in Australia, Katrina Mott. She's in the recruiting section of the breakouts. She was fabulous. And she talked about everything we all need to be doing right now, branding ourselves, promoting our Scentsy life on our social media platforms, and connecting with people and following up with people, filling out your dream team log, all the things that make her a successful recruiter. She shared in her 30-minute breakout. So building your frontline wide, she talks all about the different ideas and branding herself. So push play, recruiting Katrina Mott.
Hey, Shelley.
Yeah.
I just found quite a few YouTubes of Kendra, and one of them is Stories That Stick. So I can put it in.
Yeah.
Wait, you want me to put that one in the
World Tour? I'm going to drop it in the World Tour Hangout,
Yep.
and then
Yep.
we can share it.
Yep.
That'd be awesome. Anybody else listen to any of the expos yet? So I made that cute little board. Jackie, did you listen to some of the expos?
That's okay. Yeah, I did. I actually, I get interrupted a lot, but I listened to, I started Katrina, and I also, I got interrupted, but right before her, I listened to Courtney Young today, and she was kind of very, I like how like soft-spoken and calm. She wasn't like, she was there. And I thought, I actually posted that on my page for a lot of my new girls to watch her. She was really good. And she kind of said the same thing that Katrina had said, and kept saying how consistency is so important. And on the post that we did, Deb, when we did Visibly the first time, there was a post this Monday about what are you most afraid of? And a couple of the girls responded and said, asking somebody to join my team. And I said to them, you're just offering them the opportunity. You're sharing what an amazing, company and what an amazing journey you're on. It's just like you're asking somebody for a stick of gum, or do they want a mint? If they say no, no is not forever, But she was good too. Courtney was good. And so I do need to catch up. I'm behind on that.
So I think that's a great place to start, you guys. I am strongly suggesting that you push play at 90 minutes on general session 1. Listen to Dan Orchard, our president, at the beginning of that, and then push play on a couple expos. We gave you a couple names: Courtney Young, Amy Duran, Katrina Mott, all great places to start. I created a cute little game board with all the different things: the Shining Star, Orville and Heidi, Dan Orchard, and one of each of the different breakout categories. So fill that card out, meet back up on the Hangout, and we'll continue this discussion. I'm going to stop the recording because we have a prize to draw for everybody who's attended live tonight. So we'll meet up on Thursday for coffee conversation and continue our discussion on general session 2 and more expo breakouts.